This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show. And dude, let's face it, I mean, Journey was a band, but Journey wouldn't have what they have now if it wasn't for Steve being a part of that band.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
Terry Lee, you are an amazing drummer.
Thank you.
And we saw you playing over there at one of the booths. What booth was that?
Pentec Electronic Percussion.
Okay, now tell me how you got that gig.
You know, it was kind of by accident. I came to the show. I had somebody with me that picked up some literature. I called them from my home in Detroit at the time and practically begged them, you know, hey, what do I got to do? You know, just tell me what I got to do to take the next level with that company. And that's exactly what happened.
And then who do you think some of your biggest influences are as far as drumming goes?
You know, Neil Peart, John Bonham, Billy Cobham. I seen them play last night. It was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then what? Tell me, like, recently you said you've got some projects you're working on. Tell me about it.
I have a new record coming out called American Man on MRC Records. I have a Live in Nashville DVD, 108 minutes, coming out called Terry Lee Bolton Live Rocks. And then I have a new record I'm working on now called Suburban Picnic on MRC Records, as well as a drumming DVD for Thai drums.
Now tell me what the sound of this music is.
Well, it varies. The live stuff, Live in Nashville, is more like a Southern rock meets Motley Crue thing, you know? Leonard Skinner meets Motley Crue, with a little alternative twist, too, you know? Whatever works, you know?
Are you singing?
Yeah, I sing and play 8 instruments on all my records.
Wow. That's heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah, a lot of work.
So are you going to be on tour with anybody?
Yeah, I have a band right now. We're working on some stuff out here. I think we're actually going to migrate out here to the California area, you know?
What do you think is the secret of being a great drummer and learning to keep great timing?
A drum machine and a metronome.
So that's how you practice?
Oh, yeah. Like when I was in school, in high school, we had this great teacher named Mr. Bono, and we worked with a metronome since I was probably 10 years old. You know, and it sounds crazy in marching band, but it's true.
What about some of your influences? What albums did you play along to when you were a kid?
Everything from Emerson, Lake and Palmer to Grand Funk, man. You know,
Emerson, Lake and Palmer. You know what?
Yeah.
One of the guys here a couple of years ago was telling me that Carl Palmer sucks.
Oh my God. What planet was he from?
He was the drummer for Foo Fighters.
Oh, well, he was just copping some attention. You know what I mean?
It's like, come on.
I had a guy in my hometown that was doing really big, you know, at the time when I was coming up, and we asked him one day, what do you think about Neil Peart? Oh, he blows. You know, what do you think about Carl Palmer? You know, and I'm thinking, my God, what planet are you from, man?
You know, Carl Palmer was very influenced by Buddy Rich.
Yeah, Buddy Rich. I seen Buddy Rich.
Really?
Yeah, I was 14 years old. My father knew everybody in the city, you know, the mayor and everybody. I got front row for Buddy Rich. I was 6 feet away from him.
You know what's funny about Buddy Rich? He is the godfather of heavy metal, rock and roll drumming. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, he's the godfather of rock and roll personalities too, man. I mean, you know what I mean? He was the first rock star.
Yeah.
He was.
I mean, I watched his biography. I saw a biography on him, and they had all this raw footage, you know, of him playing. Unbelievable.
Amazing.
I mean, and everybody, all these guys here, they owe.
Yeah.
Their careers to.
That's right. I agree 100%. And sitting 6 feet away from them, I'm watching him do a one-handed double-stroke roll. When you're 14, you're drooling out of both sides of your mouth at the same time, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was the first rock star.
So what can we see next from you? What's the next big thing that we want to look for from you?
You know, I want to come out here and just try to do the same thing I've done in Tennessee. Nashville's a tough market because when you come from someplace else, man, it's like a little club, you know? You really got to get in and pay your dues or they don't want to talk to you. And so I want to come out here and do the same thing. I want to take everything that I built with the NAMM, you know, Sabian, Rocktron, Fernandez, Thai drums, Pentec Electronic Percussion. I could go down the list. I want to take that nurturing that they've done, whether it was intentional or just by being themselves and giving me good information. I want to take that, bring it to California, and just blow it up, man.
Sounds good. Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and I'm here with Nicole McBrain, the legendary drummer for Iron Maiden.
Well.